Well, hello out there. Here we are at plausible.com. Welcome, everybody. Woo! Yay! This is Love Gone Funny. It's a stand-up comedy show about the female point of view about love and relationships without the roses and romance. So that's what's going to happen today. I have a fantastic lineup. Alice Cutler, Jules Velasquez, Shauna Carroll, Dana Keel. They are fantastic, and that's why they're here. And I'm going to be your host, Grace Fraga. And yay, thank you. Do I get an applause? Thank you. One little applause. I'll take it. I put all this work, but I get a little. Good job, Grace. So I wanted to tell you guys I won a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Wow.
Thank you for your applause. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Drunkest, most disheveled, and least likely to wake up. Thank you. And last week, I have great news. Last week, I was picked up by 3 hot young guys.
Woo!
Okay? Yeah.
Woo.
Okay, I slipped and fell at a gay bar. Still, I think it counts. Everybody knows about the Me Too movement, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it really opened my eyes. You know, all the lewd comments, the suggestive gestures, the sleazy looks. I really miss them. And I have more good news, you guys. They picked me to be a server at Hooters.
Woo!
Medical supply company in Irvine. Yes. So I am really upset about getting older. You guys, I don't know about you, but I am just sick and tired of getting older and the things that happen when you get older. Like, for example, the other day I went to buy a t-shirt and the girl behind the counter was like 12 years old, right? And she looks at me and she goes, "Oh my God, I just love your alligator scarf." It's my neck. Yes. So I wrote a poem for her because I just lost it. I was so upset, right? Oh yeah, your boobs are so high. You never hear a thud when you take off your bra, huh? Oh yeah, your face is so tight, it's gonna crack. You only have one chin, honey? What are you gonna do when you need a spare? No love handles? Who's gonna carry you to the room, huh? No muffin top? Who's gonna eat you? You're so skinny, you probably think cellulite is a cheap cell phone plan. That was my little revenge for that little girl. Let me tell you, they just have some nerve. Oh, I'm telling you, I am very single. Anybody here single? By applause. You're a quiet crowd. I love that. Thank you. Or delayed applause. Oh, yeah. That's okay. I'll work with it. I feel like the older I get, like the dating pool starts narrowing, and I feel like I only have 2 choices left. A psychopath with no job, no teeth, who drives a Ford Fiesta, or a psychopath with no job, no teeth, who drives a Ford Focus. Ridiculous. So, okay, this one, I'm trying to keep it clean. It's a little hard for all of us, right? So the other day I went to a bar, we do a lot of gigs at bars, right? And so I went to a bar and this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, why don't you come over to my place and I'll show you what I learned in prison?" Oh. I was like, no. Why don't you come over to my place and I'll show you what I learned in the psych ward.
Mm-mm.
So now we're engaged, but so this guy, okay, so I dated this guy. The dating has given me so much comedy gold. The jokes just write themselves. It's just ridiculous. This guy, he thought he was dying. He was not dying, unaliving, whatever. We can say die. He was not dying, right? And so when he thought he was, he goes, listen, Grace, I want to leave a legacy in this world, and I want to deposit my DNA in you. I was like, no, honey. Why don't you go ahead and deposit some money in my bank account? That'd get me a little bit more excited about everything. And then there's the younger guys, right? The younger guys. Oh my God, you guys. I love younger guys. Anybody here like cougar? Love younger men or women? No? Okay. I'm gonna I can take it. It's okay. But you know, the thing about in case you ever want to date younger people, they're very critical, incredibly critical. Like I dated this younger guy and he was like, you know, he's always like telling me something like, hey, Grace, your shorts, your skirt is too tight, or hey, Grace, your boobs are showing, or hey, Grace, get off my father. So then I had another guy. He was apparently a rich guy in San Francisco. That's what he said he was. And he invited me. Yeah, because I don't know what to believe now, especially with AI. He might be AI for all I know. So, he was like, hey, Grace, I want to fly you to San Francisco so we can meet. And I was like, he's kind of weird. And it would be kind of dangerous to go to a strange town by myself.
Yeah.
Right? But on the other hand, it would really solve a lot of problems if I got unalived. So I am trying to sift through my stuff. So anybody here have problems with their weight going up and down like I do? Okay, I'm the only one that's chubby and
right here.
Okay, another chubby cougar, but just like chubby.
Grace, my weight goes up, not down. So I don't have
Same. Maybe it has something to do with me eating a little too much. I don't know, but I tried everything, you guys. All the, diets, whatever. I tried Weight Watchers, but I'm really bad at math. You have to like count points, and I'm really, really bad at math. And apparently, like last week, I lost 3,000 pounds according to my calculations. Don't know. I'm not sure. So, because it's just like I can't do math. I was like, well, maybe I should do another diet. And I invented a diet. Write it down. Okay, write it down. I call it the swimmer's diet. And what I do is I eat underwater because food weighs less. And I'm proud to say that the other week I weighed myself underwater and I only weigh 3.5 pounds. A car weighs 5 pounds, but that's okay. So let me see. I have some new stuff that I would love for you guys to hear. This has not, well, I've done it in like a couple of places, but okay, so let's talk about parenting styles. Did you guys grow up with like a mean mom or a nice mom? A mean mom, Shauna? Okay.
I mean, she's not mean. She's just extra.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with that. Yeah. And mentally ill too, mine. Lovely. And narcissistic. So it's a miracle that I am functional. But today's moms are great because they tell kids, I appreciate what you're trying to say, but right now it's a little hard to focus on what you want because we have company over. Girl, in the same situation, my mom would say, hey, shut the hell up. To moms, they're so sweet. They tell kids, be proud of your body. Everybody has a different size that's being presented on earth. In the same situation, my mom would say, hey, move your fat ass and shut the hell up. And now, like, for example, if a child gets like a C-, right? Their parents tell them, well, oh my God, I am so calling your teacher because this doesn't sound right. My mom would be like, when did you become a moron? Now shut the hell up. Today, if a young woman is pregnant, parents are so nice. I'm like, well, honey, accidents happen. We're going to help you raise the child. Mama be like, who knocked you up, you freaking whore? You're on your own. Go tell somebody else. I'm doing my nails. Oh, and shut the hell up. Anyway, you guys. It is a miracle that I am here, kind of sane. I am so sane that I booked incredible comics today, and I am so happy that they said, yes, they're all going to do 15 minutes. So you get to enjoy them for a long time, which is amazing. So I'm going to introduce your second comic because I hate it when, MCs go like your first comic. No, hey, I'm a comic too, okay? So I know you're right. Because I produce the show doesn't mean I'm not a comic. So this woman, this funny lady, she headlined at Flappers, produces Cabana Comedy, and has a solo show in Solo Fest called Inconceivable. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Alice Cutler.
Woo! And yes, I have, Grace, I have the same pet peeve. It drives me nuts when hosts are like, are you ready for the first time? Over you then.
I know.
I'm so excited to be on the show. And when Grace told me that the theme was love and relationship, I was like, oh my God, I have been preparing for 10 years, being married for 10 years for this. Like, this is my moment. Like, some people marry for love. I marry for the material. And and I've got, more than 15 minutes of it. We're going to hear 15 minutes of it tonight. So I recently went to get my mammogram. And it's funny, whenever I go to get my mammogram, I get this weird craving for a panini. And then I thought, you should get a panini when you get a mammogram. Like usually they give me like a pink ribbon souvenir, like a pink ribbon keychain or a pink ribbon shot glass. Like, no, I want a panini. They should give you, like, as you walk out, they should hand you a panini, and then you look at it, you're like, oh, you too, huh? Oh my God, you all, there's a lump in my panini. Oh wait, no, that's just cheese. It's just cheese. It's okay. It's fine. So I'm at the age now where I get a mammogram, also at the age where I am experiencing perimenopause, which is, for those of y'all who don't know, so the guys who are here, I'll explain. It's that period before menopause. And one of the symptoms is, I forgot what I was saying. When it comes back to me, I'll let you know. It's going to come back to me. So like I said, I've been preparing 10 years of marriage for this moment. I just celebrated my 10-year wedding anniversary. And thank you. Thank you. I deserve that because let me tell you, it's not just 10 years, okay? It's 10 years in a 1-bed, 1-bath apartment. All right. Yeah. And when you share a small apartment, you do not make it to 10 years. You survive 10 years. All right. Because being married in a small apartment. It's like a game of Survivor. Like, if I hear my husband just start to go to the bathroom, I have to like immediately get in there before him. Like, I will cross-check him on the way in. I got to get there before him, because once he's in there, it's not because he's going to stink up the bathroom. All right. He will stink up the bathroom, but that's not why. It's because once he sits on the toilet, he starts to play Scrabble. Scrabble. Not Candy Crush, Scrabble. I'm not going to get in there for hours. So I just have to stand outside the door and be like, hey, so are there any letters in there that spell hurry up? You're looking for the perfect square, huh? How about that perfect square of toilet paper? All right. It's just, like if I'm home alone and I hear him pull up the driveway, I have to immediately turn on the TV. Not if I want to watch. It doesn't matter if I want to watch it or not. I have to mark my territory. It's like I'm pissing on a tree. I'm marking my territory. I got to turn the TV, because if I don't, he's going to walk in and he's be like, oh, cool. You're not watching anything. I'm going to watch a depressing documentary. Like, no, it's just... Our bathroom's a war zone. Not our bathroom, our kitchen. Our bathroom is our kitchen. If he tries to get in the kitchen the same time as me, I'm like, what are you doing? No, I have to put a line down the middle of the counter. I'm like, your side, my side. Don't come over on my side. He's vegan, so I just put raw meat all over my side. I'm like, get away. It's sort of like we're kosher, but we're not. We're just married. I just didn't expect marriage to be me constantly saying, why are you still here? Can you move? No, not there. Not there. That's my place to stand. Move over there. Or no, not there. Not there. Oh, just go in the kitchen. But stay on your side of the kitchen. Just, oh my God, is that my coffee cup? You're drinking from my coffee. It's just, I realize this is a me problem. It's not him. He's great. He's amazing. You know what he says to me? Do you know what he says when I complain? He goes, well, you never annoy me. Which is so annoying. So my husband is straight. I think we live in West Hollywood, so I don't know. But we both work out at this gym in West Hollywood. And for those of you, I don't know if people are local to LA, but West Hollywood's like gay, it's like San Francisco basically. So we work out at this gym in Boys Town. It's like, gay central. And so one day he came home from the gym and he's like, there was this guy checking me out at the gym. Made me so uncomfortable. Well, what were you wearing? And and he's like, just shorts. I was like, oh, shorts? You're showing leg. Like, come on. And I said, well, what shirt were you wearing? He was like, just a tank top. I was like, oh, so you were showing your bare shoulders. Okay. Asking for it if you ask me. All right. And then I looked at his socks. I was like, oh my God, were you wearing those socks? And he goes, yes. So these are my compression socks. Oh my God, you all, his compression socks, they say pride in big letters. And then they have like rainbow stripes on them. I was like, yeah, I don't think the guy looked at your socks and was like, well, he's hot, but I think he just wants to avoid varicose veins. Like, no, come on. But I understand, like, I know how it must have felt for him. Like, it must have been really difficult to experience what it's like to be a woman. But we're allies, so we slept with the guy. Is that what poly is? I don't know. What is that? Maybe. Is that what the kids call poly? I don't know. Remember when we had fires like 2 months ago? This joke was better 2 months ago. But anyway, so LA was on fire 2 months ago. I decided to just get out of LA for a few days, right? Escape the smoky air. Except on the way out, my car started to smoke. Like, seriously, I could have stayed in LA if I wanted my car to catch fire. I'm sorry, was that too soon? It was too soon for me too. Okay. Anyways, it's just a bad look having a smoking car when there are wildfires. So I had to pull over. I had to wait for the tow truck. I had to have my dog with me. So I took my dog out. We're walking my poor dog underneath the freeway. My dog's like, no, I'm not peeing here. The vibe is off. I'm like, okay, I get it, dog. It was off. It was off. But the good news is we got the car towed. We got it towed to a Subaru dealership. It's always a vibe for a dog at the Subaru dealership. All right. No one here's a Subaru owner. Got it. Okay. Dogs, Subarus, they just, go together. Here's the thing. I'm a feminist, but the minute anything goes wrong with my car, I immediately call my husband, like expecting him to know what to do. Like I suddenly turn like, oh my God, what do I do? The car, I'm like the worst feminist when anything like that happens. But the funny thing is he always knows how. He always knows. Like, guys, do you all just go to secret auto mechanic school when you're in high school? Like, how do guys just know these things? Yeah, he's always like, yeah. Well, it's definitely the radiator, or it's the alternator, or it's the terminator. But I'm like, how do you know? How do you know that it's the alternator and not the terminator? But I do it sometimes just to make him feel more manly. Oh my God, how do I put? Just don't worry, I know how to put that. So my ex-boyfriend was a doctor. I'm sorry, I don't know why I say was. He probably still is, but we're not together. So I don't even know if he's still alive. Doesn't matter. But I was in my early 20s, which, by the way, is a total waste. All right. That's not when you 20s is not when you date a doctor. Okay. 20s is when you date hot men who make poor life,
Yes.
Right? Then you date a doctor in your 30s. But no, I do it all backwards. I did it all backwards. And then the doctor broke up with me. He said, I'm ready to settle down, and I don't think you are. And I was like, yeah, you think? Like, I just graduated from college. Like, my frontal lobe is not fully developed yet, but you're a doctor. You're the doctor. Why am I telling you this? You should know. So then I did what you're supposed to do in your 20s. I dated an unemployed drummer. And then he got a job, like a job with benefits, and we moved in together. And then I got to be on his healthcare. Like, it was amazing. And then right before I turned 30, he broke up with me. And it was a really tough breakup. I was devastated because I lost my health insurance, like right before I turned 30. Then when I turned 30, I met an actor and married him. Because why be broke alone when you can be broke together? I told you I do it all backwards. At this point, like, if we ever get divorced, I'm next going to end up with a SoundCloud DJ, or worse, stand up.
Oh.
That won't happen. That won't happen. We're not going to get divorced. Okay, we can't afford that. Come on, it's not in our budget. For one bedroom apartment. Yeah, even my husband was disappointed in me. He's like, "Really? You really downgraded?" I'm like, So like I said, I'm married. Obviously, we know that. When I got married, I did not change my name, and here's why. Okay, well, first of all, the patriarchy, right? F that. But also because my name is Alice Cutler, and that's me. Like, it matches, right? It makes sense, right? It sounds very Mayflower white. Yeah. The name matches the face. My husband's Italian, and like, I'm just not an Italian housewife. Like, if I change my name, I'd have to change my whole identity. I'd have to get acrylic nails, cover my furniture in plastic. Wear stilettos to Trader Joe's. Like, that's not me. I eat one-course meals. I speak with an inside voice. Like, this is not an Italian housewife. Okay, this is the face of someone who maybe studied a semester abroad in Florence, right? So I did what every white girl does on Black Friday, and I got 23andMe. Look, I know I'm white. All right, obviously. I just want to know how many kinds of white I am. All right. Like, don't worry. I have the white guilt. I just need my white guilt to be more specific. And it turns out I'm part German. So, like, extra white guilt. But I'm also quarter Jewish. So, like, I don't know. Do they balance each other up? Maybe. So I'm 25% Jewish, which means that I now get to celebrate Hanukkah for 2 nights. Yeah, like my menorah only has 2 candlesticks in it. It's actually not a menorah; it's just literally 2 candlesticks. But to me, that's a menorah. So I'm 25% Jewish, but 100% when it's convenient. You know, like if you want a ride to the airport on a Friday evening, I can't do that. It's Shabbat. Come on. Has anyone else done 23andMe for your dog? No, because the only thing more white than doing 23andMe is doing it for your dog. Yeah. So by dog, in case you're wondering, I know you all are, pit, boxer, border collie. I'm just disappointed he wasn't part German shepherd. Well, we had more in common. All right. So, like I said earlier, I got my mammogram. I'm getting. Oh, I remember now. Brain fog. That's what happens when you get perimenopause. I told you to come back to me. So I am, at the age now where I'm, perimenopause. And I'm okay saying I'm middle-aged. Some people don't like to admit it. Women are weird, especially in LA. But I totally am embracing my middle-agedness, right? Like I now wear reading glasses. I listen to true crime podcasts. And but I will tell you what I will not do as a middle-aged woman. I will not get a Live, Laugh, Love pillow. Okay. That's where. And it's not that I don't want to live, laugh, love. Okay. Like I do. I'm not bitter. It's just that I don't need a reminder on a pillow. Like, come on. I'm not going to forget to live, laugh, love. All right. I'm not that old yet. Like memory loss hasn't hit me yet. But I will tell you, though, what I will not do as a middle-aged woman, I will not get a Live, Laugh, Love pillow. That is where I draw the line, okay? It's not that I don't want to live, laugh, love. It's just that, like, I don't need a reminder on a pillow, all right? I'm not going to forget. I'm not that old yet, all right? Like, memory loss hasn't hit me yet. But I'll tell you all, what I will not do as a middle-aged woman, I will not get a Live, Laugh, Love pillow. That is where did I say that already? Oh my God, you all, I told perimenopause. Oh, okay. How am I on time? Am I at about 15?
Yes, wrap it up.
Okay, and that's it. Thank you. Oh, well, my timer's
Give it up for Alice. Yes, thank you so much, Alice. All right, I'm going to introduce your next comedian. You have seen her in comedy festivals across the country and all around Southern California. She brings her blend of West Coast charm, Southern wit, a teacher's wisdom, and Gen X soul to every stage. That's a lot. It's amazing. She takes date night comedy to a whole new level. Selected Best of the Fest in the 2024 Burbank Comedy Festival and the 2025 Northwest Black Comedy Festival. Please welcome comedian Dana Keel.
Okay. Hey y'all, what's up? And honestly, I'm embarrassed. I was worried about that intro being too long. It's just like I feel like on Zoom and on streaming shows, it's hard to kind of gauge time. You know what I'm saying? Like, will it be short? Will it be long? But I'm here. I'm excited. Very excited. Gosh. So a couple of things about me first. I just recently celebrated my Heinz 57th birthday. Now, woefully single, and I hate it. But let me just say this too. When you asked me to do the show, Grace, I was so excited, and then I looked at the lineup, and Jules is here, but I'm still your only African American female Gen Xer, like women over a certain age, on this lineup, probably on my block, making me our oracle. From the Matrix, right? There is no spoon. I'm embarrassed. I was trying to. I have a laptop. Oh my God! Everybody is texting me, and I don't know how to turn it off on my laptop. So I'm so sorry, y'all. Don't worry. I sound very techy, but that's something I can't overcome. Y'all. Well, here's the thing about age. It is not, and we're going to talk about love, but we got to kind of get into it because this age is not a milestone age. And what is it? So it is, I figured it out. it is when I go to hotels now. And those bars are in the bathtub, the shower. They're speaking to me. There's no man in there with me, and they're just saying, "Hold on, sis, we got you. You won't fall. Stay connected." I used to not care about those bars, but now, they talk to me. I know in LA, ton of traffic. If you're trying to go on a date or be somewhere, you gotta, leave early to beat traffic. I don't leave early to beat traffic. I leave early to beat the night because I can't. I need a man or a caregiver, is what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? I need a driver, is what I'm saying. Yeah. But I will say this, as a Gen Xer, I came through in the golden age of hip hop, and as a lover, Gen Xers, of the 90s golden age of hip hop, golden era, we love that 90s hip hop. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we, in fact, have to have these reading glasses to check our mail. It's like Biggie to see somehow these words just hypnotize me. And like the font on my phone looks like plausible. It's big. I have to have like the biggest font so that I don't, because otherwise I have to throw them on. I have to do things. Now, here's the thing. I am African American, can't be overstated. I might. And let me just say this. Like people always say, black don't crack. Oh, but it grays. And it grays up top, and it grays in all, like everywhere else, the lady parts. And for that reason, I can't be a hoe in these streets. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to speak to my Gen Z folks, to my folks in their 20s. Let me just say this to the 20-year-olds in the audience in the room. Y'all are still in your hoe phase. Like, I feel like there was just stuff that I didn't know, because had I known that there was a hoe phase, I'd have schmexed a whole lot more. I had a whole lot more schmecks than I had. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, look at my heroes like Harriet Tubman. Y'all, Harriet Tubman was in her 20s. She was 27 when she escaped slavery and when she started freeing other slaves. What was I doing in my 20s? Schmexing. Not enough schmexing, but schmexing, and just situationships and learning how to blow the trumpet. If you know what I mean by blowing trumpets. Just saying. Y'all, college, like in college, I wanted to be so forward, right? I tried to, I asked men out on dates. You know what I'm saying? I created this situationships, and I did not end up with a college sweetheart. The other thing, though, I will say about my life and my dating life, the best way to describe me, or the way that I described myself until I recovered, was as a third generation side chick. I'm just saying, I spent a lot of time being a side chick, and I'm not a third generation side chick because my mom or my grandmother were side chicks. I'm a third generation side chick because my granddad had a lot of side chicks on my grandmother. I met a lot of uncles as an adult. My dad, who also had side chicks, was raised as an only child. I'm just saying, my granddad was like the Nick Cannon of his day. I'm just saying, like, God rest his soul. But I'm just saying, I get my side chick, honest. And here's the thing, I would say this. I was even proposed to by a polygamist. And here's the thing. He promised that I was going to be a second wife. But then I found out I was actually going to be a third wife. And I had to draw the line somewhere. I had to leave with my dignity intact. Third wife was just too far down the side. Do you know what I'm saying? Just too far down. But now, here's the thing. I'm in my 50s, as I've mentioned. I still feel like I missed my whole phase. Some people say it's never too late, but I don't know about this gray hair. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't but 3 of them down there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like all 3 of them are gray. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I just don't know. Speaking of perimenopause, and I wonder often though, like when you are this age and you decide to get married, Like, who pays for the wedding? My thing is, right? Y'all know, like, am I gonna have to set up a 501c3, like a nonprofit, a nonprofit wedding fund? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because here's the thing. My dad, God bless him, and here's what I admire for someone who had side chicks. My dad has been married 3 times. Now, this third time, when he got married at almost 80, has been the charm, right? And I'm just saying, I can't get a date at Ralph's. I can't get a date in my journal, but he can get 3 wives. And I'm just saying, to the universe, to the gods, just one. Can I have just one? Will he be made? Will I have to make a husband on AI? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, can I just get one? You know what I'm saying? But I love my dad. Y'all love my dad dearly. I think if nothing else, I admire the fact that if you persist, you can get to the right one. I'm just saying. Because for me, it's just been a lot. It's just been one. It's been a parade of fools. Like Aretha Franklin had the song "Chain of Fools." I feel like I just had a parade of fools in my life. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing: of my choosing, like my classmates, my college classmate would just be like, "Dana, you just bring them in here. Give me you're tired, you're poor, you're hungry, you're broke." That's what I would do. I'm always like, save a Negro is, people say Negro, but I would be save a Negro if I could. I'm just saying, and that's my N word for the record. But at this point, and here's the thing. At this point, I'm not even like, I've never, presented or, tried out women or bisexuality. I just don't want to die alone. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want somebody in the house with me besides my son. I'm just saying. And I'm open. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm open. And I wonder often, though, being at this age, what would like a proposal at this point, like what would it even be like if somebody proposed? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in the assisted living for over 55 yet, but you know what I'm saying? But if someone proposed, or whatever, like, and I said yes, because I would, like, oh my gosh, like, y'all, my wedding, like, when there is one, y'all, I'm gonna probably get married on the beach in St. Croix, and we just gonna be on the honeymoon. Like, it's just gonna be an all-in-one. Y'all talk about all-inclusive. It'll be all-inclusive. We gonna get married on the beach, and then we gonna honeymoon right here. But like, what would marriage at this age even be like? It would probably be like, James Brown had a song, Static. Don't start none, won't be none. Do you know what I'm saying? I heard y'all been married 2 years, and y'all, is struggling in that 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. It will probably be like, the song, oh my God, Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells, Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Oh.
I think she's muted.
Oh, wait. I'm not muted. Dana, you're muted.
What was the last thing y'all heard? I don't know how that happened. I don't know what I touched.
I don't know either. What's happening?
I got muted too the same time you did.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't me. So what was the last thing y'all heard? I just want to keep
Patti
going.
LaBelle.
I'm just saying, like, my thing is, we will rendezvous in the evening and debrief on the weekend. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? I'm just saying. And here's the thing. I would still be glad to blow trumpets, even at 57 and up. Because here's the thing. I'll just, that this is a moment of transparency. I'll find the joke. But a lot of the fellas who cheated, for which I was a side chick, it started with blowing trumpets because wives wouldn't blow trumpets. I'm just saying. And I don't, and I want you to wet my whistle, if you know what I mean. And I don't, I think we could work that out. Okay. Anyway, there isn't a joke there. No one's laughing. So we'll move on. Too much truth. But y'all, like, and the thing is, I want to ice contact. But I don't want to grow old alone. And here's the thing. I know I'm a lot to put up with. Like, I know I am. But there's somebody for everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just, when I see, like, if I don't, I'm not going to punch down, but I'll just say, oh, like, you know, like on those shows, like you see all the dating shows, this woman, oh my gosh, like she was a very large woman. And she said to this man, "What are you going to feed me?" And he said, "A salad." I'm just saying, I just want somebody that wants to feed me a salad or just, you know, be with me or whatever it is, no matter what size I am. I just want unconditional love. I don't, and here's the thing, I don't, like right now I'm dating someone. I live, like we live about, like it's like a 30-minute ride there in like Woodland Hills. Can we close the distance? Whoever it is, can we just close the distance? I just, sometimes if going to Schmeck's is too far, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I that's all I can say. You know, like if I have to stroke my own whistle, okay, I get it. And I prefer for someone else to wet my whistle or blow or, you know, all the things. But and I prefer for us to make music. You know, they've got a trumpet and I've got a flute, I guess. I don't know. Like I'm not good at metaphors. I just know, you know, that I like to make music. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep it clean. We love to make music together. But I just, dating is hard and miserable because that's another thing. Oh my gosh, when we talked about age and like we were talking about cougars, I'm not a cougar. I just like I'm a little younger. Like if I'm 57, 50 is fine. Anything under 50, a little too young. And anything like, you know, 60, 61, it's all right. But here's the thing. I met this gentleman. He was very nice. I don't know that there was really a vibe between us, but he was nice looking and we had this great, like I'm a what's called a metaphysical Christian. I like the law of attraction. I think about the universe and my experience. So this gentleman, you know, we had a lot in common. I'm an HBCU grad, Tuskegee University. He was an HBCU grad, Morehouse. He was very handsome. And we were having, and here's the thing, you can't beat if the vibes are right, a spiritual conversation. But then he said, "Oh, I'm in the same age range as you. I'm 47." Ooh. Let me just say this. 47 and 57, we are not the same. You are not like us. When I was in 12th grade, you were in 2nd grade. Where were you when The Wiz, the movie, came out? I went to the theater. You were probably in diapers being not even being potty trained when the movie came out. I'm just saying, where were you when like Luther Vandross released his first album? Never too much. You were like, I was in high school. Were you in kindergarten? Who knows? I'm just saying, like, where were you when Marion Barry got caught smoking crack in DC? I was grown. You were not. I'm just saying, we do not have the same touchstones. We do not, we are not the same. So for me, I think that's an important thing, like compatibility. Like you got to know, like when certain songs come on, like anything by Shaka Khan, like 70 Shaka Khan and Rufus, you got to know what to do. We got to hit the dance floor together. If you don't know these songs, we are not compatible. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you got to know that Luther Vandross pre-Dance with My Father, Big Luther, that's the Luther that I love. You got to know that. You got to know that Off the Wall by Michael Jackson is the greatest piece of R&B music. You got to know what to do when Working Day and Night comes on the dance floor. I'm just saying, you cannot skimp on these things. You just got to know. Very nice. So let me just say this with the time that I have left. I do have love languages. If there's anybody out there that loves these things, let me just say this. Love language number 1, snacks. I am in perimenopause. I'm in menopause. I'm in menopause. We like to eat a lot. Room snacks, people's kids snacks, menopause snacks, airplane snacks, my favorite. If you love snacks, love language number 2, the law of attraction, quantum physics. In the Black church, we only say name it and claim it. I'm out here getting my parking spaces and my soulmate, who honestly is algebra 1. Either my soulmate is going to be algebra 1, my math, I love algebra 1, or AI is going to create my soulmate. Last but not least, third love language, like I said, R&B music. Now, Michael Jackson, I have to say it again, Off the Wall is the greatest piece of R&B music of the last 2 millennia, because I've seen them both, the 1900s and the 2000s. If anybody out there watching loves those 3 things, like I love those 3 things, I want to rock with you. Dana Keel, that is my time.
Thank you, Dana Keel, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, we got 2 comedians to go. I'm so excited. You guys are great. Thank you so much for being here. So our next comedian, she is from New York, but is currently living in LA. She performs every night in front of her bathroom mirror. Please welcome Jules Velasquez. There you are.
Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Have some issues. I know you were talking about being Gen X. All right, real quick. I am a stoner, so I'm a little. It's not your computers being slow. It's actually me physically being slow. So just bear with me. All right. When we were trying to test it out when I was in the different room and you can hear the echo. I'm like, is that my own thoughts, me hearing it? They was like, no, I'm just stoned, just a little stoned. But how you guys doing this Friday night?
Woo!
Yeah, you guys good? All right, yeah. So if you're single in here, I get it. I'm single as well. I'm not looking. But if you're in a relationship, you should spice it up. If you're here and in a relationship, definitely spice it up. And if this is your way of spicing up your Friday night with your partner, I suggest spicing it up a little bit more. All right. I do have a notebook. I do have a notebook because when I found out that this was going to be a clean set and 15 minutes, I said, "What am I gonna talk about?" I could just pretend. I just pretend to freeze for like 10 minutes and then go. But I do have my notebook. Somebody was talking about the whole phase, right? I think I ran out of those. I think I ran out of those. Yeah. I had about 15 years of a whole phase, 15 years. And I try to start back up. And yeah, I think I maxed out. I will, if somebody wants to let me borrow, if someone wants to let me borrow it, please, I will forever be grateful. Can you guys believe it's already been 5 years since the Ronies happened?
Wow. Yeah.
5 years since the Ronies, and it's for me it was a blessing and a curse because I moved out here in 2017 and I was in a relationship from 2017 till April of 2020, and we know what was going on through April 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Quarantine. Quarantine happened and we were stuck together from March to April, and it got so bad. It got so this relationship was already gone. This relationship was already finished. All right. COVID was the one that did it for us. So beforehand, one thing about me is before I fully give into a relationship, I really try. I'll try whatever it is to try to keep it going. So what I suggested was, hey, maybe we should explore other options. Still be together. Let's explore. Maybe get on the apps. First, she wasn't down, and then one day, again during quarantine, we're in the living room. We're watching Bob's Burgers, and a commercial comes on. And as the commercial is on, we're both on our phones. I'm on the app. I didn't know what she was doing, but I knew I was on the app. And I'm swiping, and I start laughing. And then she starts laughing. And then she goes, "Wait, what are you laughing about?" And I show her my phone, and it's her. And I said, "What are you laughing about?" She shows me the phone, and it's me. And we both swipe left. We both swipe left. That's when I knew, like, okay, it's officially done. If we can't even swipe right as a joke, this is for good done. This is it. This is it. Oh man, last year I was in quite the pickle. I was in quite the pickle last year. I had a crush on my therapist.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, and I also had a crush on my property manager. And
Oh.
the COVID, yeah, it was. Look, my brother said I had Stockholm. Look, it's not Stockholm if you can make them laugh, okay? If you can make them laugh, I think it's fair game. But the issue with this, I knew it wasn't gonna work out because one knew how messed up in the head I was, and the other one knew how broke I was. So it was just never gonna work out. Oh man. Someone was talking about West Hollywood. You know, I went there recently, and there's a lot of straight people. I'm like, where are the women at? There's all couples walking around. I'm like, what the heck is this? And like, it doesn't make it easier. Like, I've been putting myself more out there. Again, I'm not dating. This is the most stable my life has been. It's just me and my dog who live together. He's a little bit of a VJ blocker from time to time, but I love him. I really do. Um, so I'd rather keep it that way. But I went to West Hollywood recently because I wanted to flirt. I wanted to dance. But I was just getting hit on by more gay dudes than anything. I was like, now I have a date with Carlos tomorrow. I was just, I gotta look cute now. Gotta whip out the skirt. Gotta whip out the skirts. But it's confusing because I had two situations, right? First of all, I am a woman. I identify as a woman. A woman. I love women. Okay, but women are complicated. Women are so complicated. I love us so much. I really do. But why? Okay. And men can be complicated, but their complication is down here. Women's complication is up here. You guys can't see, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, that night at West Hollywood, I had two situations, right? Me and my friend were at one bar, and I see this lady there, and she's with a guy wearing WeHo, so I'm assuming that the guy is not into her. They didn't look like they were coupled up. I said, hey. And she looks at me like I'm a dusty, busted, crusty politician. And I just didn't know what to do after that. I just didn't know. So we leave, we go to a different bar. We're standing online. I am talking to this other lady, but first of all, I don't have one type. I have multiple types. Okay? Like, I don't care if you're tall, short, big, small. Like, I love all women. Okay? But she was not really my type, but we were having a friendly conversation. Why does her drunk ass homegirl come into our conversation aggressively? Doesn't say excuse me, doesn't say hey, no introduction, nothing. In her friend's face, a little bit rude, and then she gets in my face. And I was like, why is she getting aggressive with me? And I told her, I said, look, if you want to kiss me, just do that. Everyone that was around was just as confused as I was. I don't know what I was saying. I was just throwing it out there. And she goes, well, if I wanted to kiss you, then I'll do it. I said, so do it then. What's up? And we start making up. I'm like, what is going on? What is happening right now? Me and my friend go into the bar. I see the same chick. I said, hey, how's it going? She looks at me like I'm a dusty, busted, crusty politician. I'm like, we just swapped tongue outside. Like, what is going on? Okay. Complicated, like I said. Oh man. I am a full-time comic, so yes, I am broke. Yes, I don't know why people think we make money. Like, that is untrue. I do Uber full-time, so redundant. I am broke. And it's just been crazy. It's been crazy. Um, I feel like guys who hit on me have some kind of gay in them. Yeah. Like, I know what I look like. You can't tell if I'm a handsome lady, a pretty young man, someone who coaches Little League on the weekends and gets with the unhappy moms on the weekdays. I get it. Just providing a service. Oh man, do you guys feel like at a certain point you're not supposed to have a crush on somebody? Like, is there an age limit that you shouldn't have a crush? Like, or is it
No.
okay to be like 100 and still have a crush?
Yes.
Yeah, right. I
Yes.
think that's still, yeah. I have a crush on somebody, and for some people they call intense, but I just say I'm passionate. Like, I'm just saying it's passion. But they're like, "Dude, you shouldn't be crushing on anyone. That's so like high school, junior high." I'm like, but I love her. I do. Just kidding. Not really my therapist if you're watching this on YouTube. Uh, I'm actually doing March Madness where I'm not drinking for the month of March, right? And yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I did slip up on March 1st. I slipped up on March 1st. I slipped up on March 8th. I slipped up on March 18th. And then I had a little bit yesterday. All right. But overall, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, okay? Compared to how I usually drink, I'm doing well. Oh man, a lot of people are like, how are you so small? You drink so much. It's like, okay, please do not thank me for my service, but I did serve in the military for a few years. So yes, that's why I drink a lot. Okay, this is the thing. People clap for that, and it's like, I kind of feel bad because I joined for selfish reasons. Like people are like, thanks for serving our country. I'm like, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't do it for the country. I did not do it for the country. Like, I did, I did it for the education, for the free travel, and to get women outside the hood. And man, because the uniform turns you into like a transformer. It's like women, 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 just everywhere, everywhere. Oh my God, it's beautiful. But everything comes with a price. Nothing's free. Nothing's real free. You know, bad back, bad knee, PTSD, all that stuff. But as I said, I get to be stoned a lot, so it kind of balances out. Kind of balances out. Oh man, what else do I have for you guys? We were talking about black don't crack, right? Black don't crack. I'm gonna give you guys my skin regimen, right? Because it's just it's a regimen. You got to know how to take care of yourself, right? So it's water, whiskey, weed, VJ. You put two V's together, it makes a W, guys. It makes a W. Science, okay? Science, 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 science. My last name is Velasquez. No, I was never married and pretended to be straight for the benefits. That's my last name. My family's last name. A lot of people forget that Black people exist literally everywhere. My family's from Honduras.
Woo!
Yo puedo hablar español también.
Yeah.
So if there's any tias out there with no
Acá.
kids, let me know. Let me know. All right, no kids, I'm cool. This is my thing. Okay, because I'm at a point where people are trying to set me up on dates, right? With pretty much just anybody that they meet is a lesbian. They're like, oh, my friend is here. I'm like, dude, come on, like, just like I'm the ugly sweater in the closet that they want to bring out once in a blue. Like, don't do that to me, okay? Don't do that. But like, look, if they have kids, are they old enough to be at home alone for 3 days? Can they wipe their own ass? Right? And is the dad around? Preferably, if he was 6 feet, even better, because I don't want the BD drama. I just don't want the drama. I don't want the drama. I don't want the drama. Got a little dark there. For some reason, people think because I'm not trying to get into a relationship, I am anti-love or that I'm like bitter, and that's not the case. Like I said, I had went from a relationship to a situationship, and right now I just want to enjoy my summer. I just want to enjoy it, and I'm not anti-love at all. I am fun size full of love. Okay, I say fun size because I'm obviously small. I am fun size full of love. All right, but I want to enjoy my summer, and people are like, oh really? I'm like, dude, I'm a whole ordained minister. Okay, so if anybody plans on getting married and wants a cool ass ordained minister, I got you. Okay, I'll even write the vows. I'll do it for weed if anything. You don't even have to pay me. I just appreciate love. Okay, I do. Let's see. I'll go ahead and leave you guys with this. You said crush, man. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. If anybody, oh, you know what? Dating apps. Real quick, I'll leave you guys with this. I have a really toxic relationship with dating apps. I get on when I'm bored, and then when I just go out and get some sunshine, I delete the apps right off the bat. That's all I needed was some sun. That's it. That's all it takes sometimes. My name is Jules Velasquez. Thanks for having me, guys. Have a good night.
Woo! Thank you so much, Jules. Thank you. Woo. All right. And we're down to one more comedian. This woman produces a show at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank, California called We're All Damaged, aren't we all? Check out her YouTube 20-second talk show. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Shauna Carroll.
Shauna.
Well, yeah, I have to accept it.
Yes.
Yay! You got my name right.
Yay!
Anna.
Woo! I'm so happy to do this women's show on Women's History Month. Exciting, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I know. I'm so happy that all these ladies are here. Well, not like Mike here, not a lady, and Anthony. I'm guessing Brian. The emoji isn't. Oh, but wait, but you all started off as female in the womb, okay?
There you go.
But then you mutated. Okay, it's okay, mutants. It's okay. You don't have to be ashamed. Like, we all have spontaneous mutations. Like, I mutated and got green eyes. Okay, but like not all of our mutations rendered us with testes. You know, I'm sorry. They're just like a weird bag that just doesn't go with anything. It's just like, you know, like we like them as much as you can like them, I guess. But I guess what I'm trying to say, ladies and mutant ladies, is that you should really appreciate the women in your life. Because like some of them have said, like a lot of them, they're either doing menopause or they woke up and they're dealing with the elevator scene in The Shining. Okay. And they're trying not to Luigi you. Okay. They're trying very hard. So just like call your mom is what I'm saying. I'm saying call your mom. My mom's here, which is great. I thought I'd talk about some of the women in my life. Like I'm glad that we can do this online so that my family can see me give full middle child energy. Is exciting. My grandma might watch the show. She's 93. We think nobody's cut off any limbs and counted her rings, but we think. But they don't make them sturdy like that one anymore. Like growing up, my grandma subsisted on Folgers, Pall Malls, and Hall. Okay, like there's nothing that's gonna take that one out. You know what I'm saying? She's sturdy. She looks like Robert De Niro with a perm. And she's just as gangster. I want you to know. She may get mad at me for talking about our family, though, because I am currently breaking this circle of trust. You know, but like, are you talking about me? Are you talking about? Yes, I am, Graham. Yes, I am. You know, she's still pretty spry, though. This woman. And I think it's because she you know, she keeps herself busy. She likes to read. She likes to play poker. She worked well into her 70s, and she kept herself active by cracking back sides. You know, yeah. And she loved to beat some kids. You know what I'm saying? Her weapon of choice, though, it was a spatula. Okay, because she liked to put them down. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
She had that. I never got beat because I was good, but I definitely grew some extra padding back there just in case. Okay. Now, I know my grandma's hearing isn't so good, so it's okay that I say this because when I say things like that, all she hears is grandma likes kids. You know, she doesn't hear, she only hears some of it. It's fine. But the reason I talk about, and I'm so glad that she'll get to watch this, but like my family's specific love language originated with her, okay? And sort of much like you, Grace, my family's love language is bullying. Yeah, they're really good. I mean, they it's just like, it's what we do. Like my mom is on here somewhere. I don't know, not in here, but maybe in YouTube. I don't know. I texted her and she said she was watching me. Thanks, Mom. Okay. But she hates stand-up. Okay. But isn't that how it goes though? Like your kids always love what you hate. So like maybe if she hated money, I'd have been rich. You know? I mean, to be fair, she She hates everything. She hates stand up. She hates my dad. She hates my face. But it looks just like hers. It's just less green and without the pointed hat, you know? So, I mean, I look like my mom, but I act like my dad. So I fight with myself all the time, okay? Because together, my parents were a lot like oil and hand grenades. That's, you know, like, you know, most kids had to go to school to get bullied. I got bullied from the gate. Right at the gate, I got bullied in the room, okay? Yeah. My mom was like, I'll teach this kid who's boss and to stop kicking me. So she took up smoking while she was pregnant. She was like, kick me one more time. You know, like, she was like, you know, if you don't like it, you can leave. And I was like, but Mom, I still got like 5 months left on this lease. Okay. I'm just saying, like, I tried to claim squatters' rights, but she had me evicted. Okay. I was a C-section. I didn't even have time to grab my placenta. They just threw me out. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you this. I owned that uterus. Until she let my brother move in. Okay, fine. I mean, I was the third kid. I guess third time's not the charm. Okay. Whatever. You know, the thing is, it just shows you like how much my mom and like my family love me, because I'm like Jules. I'm also fun size. I'm 4'10". Okay, and I'm so short because my family really loves to punch down. You know, the same thing rubbed off on my sister. For the holidays, my sister used to make me spy on all the Christmas gifts my mom had hiding in the closet. She was bullying me. You know what I'm saying? My sister would tell me, this is the thing. She would tell me that if I didn't spy on the gifts, that she would tell my mom I was spying on the gifts. Oh. And that's some prime older sister Gen X type of blackmail. Okay, exactly, Dana. She learned that from G.I. Joe, I think. She was engaged in espionage at 10. She was like, Mom leaves at 8 o'clock. At 8:15, we commence with Project Elf Bait. That's you. And get out there. Don't get caught, by the way. And don't rat me out, because I know where you sleep. And I was like, wow, that's really sweet that she likes to watch me sleep. That's nice. She really loved me. My grandma, I think, was the originator of the bullying love. When I was 9, I was really excited to do this ballet dance. And I had like a little tutu, a little headpiece. And I got off the stage, and my grandma was like, Shauna, don't do ballet. It's not your thing. And I was like, encouragement, Grandma. It's not your thing. She wonders now why I don't call her. She's like, what, Shauna, you can't call your grandma? Your finger's broken. Like, no, Grandma, my will. My will that's broken. But, you know, good job, Robert. I appreciate it. My dad, on the other hand, is not quite like that. He's the total opposite. Like, he likes acts of service. Okay. He did some questionable but really big things to show he cared. Like, when I was born, he spray painted on his car, "It's a girl." Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I was his, because unlike fatherhood, spray paint is permanent. Like, he's always been a little extra, mostly extra intoxicated. It's fine. It made him make interesting decisions. Like, when my parents brought me home from the hospital, they didn't have a crib. So my dad thought it would be a good idea to let me sleep in a drawer.
Oh, God.
Wait. Well, don't worry. It wasn't on the top shelf. Okay. But I think it may have stunted my growth a little bit, just a little. Like, I had to pull up pull myself up by my crocheted booty straps to like get a crib, you know? It's hard out here. When I was a baby, because my mom stayed in the hospital a little longer because I broke the mold when I came out. Let's just say. It was like, I know this one's gonna be trouble. Okay. So my dad wanted to sneak me into the hospital to see my mom, and he put me in a duffel bag. Yeah. Like, how do you explain that in a way that doesn't get you arrested? Like, if they, like, if the police catch him, what's he gonna say? Oh, it wasn't mine. I was holding it for somebody else. They're like, I picked up the wrong bag at the gym. I don't know. Like, the cop would have been like, why is there a 6-pack next to the baby? He's like, I don't know, a free gift with purchase. One time, my dad dropped me off at school in the back of a UPS truck.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't even work for UPS, But I will say this, their slogan is, what can Brown do for you? So I guess, that. Yeah, they're an interesting bunch. I think growing up with them was crazy. My parents met at a skating rink.
Aww.
Yeah, right. But here's the thing. My dad asked my aunt out first. And when she said no, he asked my mom.
Wow.
So who could have predicted that marriage was going to end? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it's great. My dad actually told me one time that I wasn't planned, that I was an accident. And I was like, no crap, dude. I was at your wedding. I mean, to be fair, it is a family tradition. Okay. It's the only one we have. So, great. My aunt was also in the wedding, so that was awkward. But he told me that all of his kids were accidents, and he still expects a present on Father's Day. I'm not going to reward you for a mistake, especially one you made 3 times. Like, get your life together, dude. Like, I've made mistakes in my life. Like, I got fired a couple of times, but did I get rewarded for that? No. I got a lecture from my dad. I'm just like, focus on yourself, dude. God. Okay. And it's interesting to note that I don't know how this happened, but like, I've been married for 21 years.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
One, I'm definitely a vampire. Just so you know, because we like to keep this fresh. But my marriage is now old enough to drink. And I feel like what you said, Alice, when you live in a 1-bedroom apartment with 1 bathroom, sometimes your marriage needs it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just saying. Sometimes I feel your pain. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think the reason that we've been married for so long is that he also likes to do, really great acts of service. Okay. Like, I have a lot of younger friends, and I have never, received, a Frank pic. You know what I'm saying? I missed out. Never got to see one.
Good
So
one.
one day, my husband, he sent me a pic of just the beans. Yeah, let me tell you this. I feel like, there's a lot of filters out there. Okay. And that picture could have benefited from maybe a baby filter. Okay. Smoothed out all those wrinkles. But yeah, been together a long time. And I think the other important thing is we don't have kids. And yeah, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. We don't have kids and we don't fight. But as you can see, I have a 50s diner booth. My husband's black. So he really appreciates the nostalgia. When he gets mad at me, we have a protocol. He just stages a sit-in. Oh. All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful
Thank
to
you.
be here with you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you.
Woo!
Woo. Yeah. Give it up for all the comments. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We had a lot of people on YouTube. I'm going to give you the stats. We had 20 views. So we had 20 people, and that is amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you for doing the show. Thank you, Plausible, for existing. Thank you for creating it, Leanne. It's really a great platform. You guys, you can have your own show here. There are other shows. There's open mics. There's workshops. So this is a great platform. And but thank you so much. And I will see you, everybody. I will see you guys, all the audience. I will see you next month. We have a show on April 18th at 7 p.m. here on Plausible. And I'm reading the comments here on YouTube. You should go read them. They're pretty funny. So anyway, you
Thank
guys.
you for having us, Grace. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
I had a
And,
friend or two to come into YouTube, and they were like, I didn't know they were here, so they were texting me like, "Oh, great set, Grace." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know."
I know there was a lot of people because I was checking it compulsively, as I always do. So thank you so much, guys. And I will see you soon, I'm sure.
All right. Thank
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Great sets, everybody.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.